Hi everyone, this is Joe from Adult Education on Main Street again with another basic arithmetic lesson. And today I want to talk about two different types of numbers. Actually, there's many different types of numbers, but I want to talk about two in particular today. And first of all, I'll get over to my whiteboard here, and I'm going to just give you some examples of something called a composite number and something called a prime number. And a prime number and a composite number, they have their own little quirks, shall we say. But let me start with this composite side. Take the number 6, for example. That's a composite number. And the reason why I say it's a composite number is that I can say, well, 6 is equal to 1 times 6. Or I can say it's 2 times 3. Okay, I'll give you another example. How about 12? 12 can be expressed in a variety of different ways. One is going to be 1 times 12. Another way is 2 times 6. And another way yet is 3 times 4. And also, not just that way, but we could go 12 times 1, 6 times 2. We can flip the order. Okay, so I'll give you one more example. Let's go with 18. 18 is 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6, and I think that's all. Okay, all these numbers, go back to the 6, all these numbers, 1, 6, 2, and 3, they're called factors. So what are the factors of 6? 1, 6, 2, and 3. All those numbers divide evenly into 6. Same with 12. What are the factors of 12? Well, it's 1, 12, 2, 6, 3, and 4. So if you go onto a calculator and you say, oh, what's 12 divided by 4? Well, you're going to get a nice whole number. Okay, so those are called composite numbers. On the other hand, we have something that are called prime numbers, and I'll give you some examples of them. 7, that's a prime number, and I'll tell you why. Because it's only got one pair of factors, and that is 1 times 7. That's it. It's the only choice. 1 times 7. In other words, 1 times itself. I'll put a bracket around that just like I did over here. How about 11? Well, is there anything that you can multiply to get 11 other than 1 or itself? No, there's not. So 11 can only be expressed as 1 times 11. And I'll give you another one. 37. 37. Can we do anything with the 37? In fact, If you were to go over to your multiplication table, do you think you could find a 37 for me on there? Whoops, there we are. There's no 37. So all the numbers on here in this page are composite numbers. In other words, you can get to them by multiplying some number that is not 1 times another number. So 37 is a prime number, which means that the only way I can do a multiplication to get 37 is to go 1 times 37. That is it. Now, if you take a look at all the possible prime numbers and think of prime numbers on your own, you might say, oh, every single prime number is odd. Well, there's an exception to the rule, and that exception is the number 2. So by definition, the number 2 is considered a prime number. Why is that? Because there's only one way to get it using multiplication, and that is 1 times itself. And so we say that 2 is a prime number, and it's an exception to the rule. All the other ones are odd. Now we're going to be doing some exercises, and I actually added this to my first aid packages. So some of you who have picked up the first aid package because of the virus will not have this handout in there because I just decided to do this today. So these are called prime factors. So on the next video, I'm going to teach you what a factor tree is, and we're going to do this because we're going to be doing fractions in the very near future, and we're going to be doing division in the very, very near future. Okay, so this is going to be a topic that you may not have seen before, but thanks to the technology, you will have seen it over the video. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that for now, and you have a good day, and we'll see you on the next video. There's my pen.